Hey my loves, today I'm back with another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be doing story time, so stay tuned. So today's topics I'm going to be talking about is jobs, first car, going to college, choosing your friends, starting a business, and moving out on your own. So okay, I'm going to start with jobs. So my first job, my mother actually helped me get that job. I was beasting at work. I was in my sophomore year of high school. Sophomore. It's sophomore. Dead. Sophomore year of high school. And I wasn't really into sports. I was just like trying to get that bag because everybody was like in competition with everybody. Like getting who got the hottest sneakers out, who stayed in the latest like fit, name brand fits and stuff like that. And I just wasn't into sports, so I was like, let me just go get a job or whatever, because I had to pay my blah. I wanted a cell phone, so I had to pay my own cell phone bill. And I like nice things, so I was like, I gotta go to work. So my first job was actually at Shoprite. So I did the application, but I never got a call from them. But my mom, where she used to work at, she used to take her patients to the shop right all the time. So she used to go shopping in that store all the time. So I called one day and asked what was the hiring manager name. Just so happened she was in the store one time shopping. She seen the name tag of the lady, and she said, "My son did an application to work here, and he hasn't heard anything from you guys." So she wrote my name down on a piece of paper, and then the manager pulled it. And then 2 weeks from then, I was hired at the job. I first started off as a bagger. It was cool. The people were like paper and plastic, please, or just plastic. That was like more fun. And then at the bagging, but one thing I hated as being a bagger, when the cashier just scanned all the items mad quick, just keep scanning and then don't bag nothing, and then just wait there till you done bagging the bags instead of helping out. Then months later, I became a cashier. It was cool. But only thing I didn't like about the job was I had one nasty manager. He used to pick on everybody. Everybody used to be so scared of him when he came in. They used to be like, there goes such and such, there goes such and such, be quiet. I used to be like, no. He used to just say smart stuff for no reason. I hated it. Like here, I'll never forget that one time. When I first had started working here, I was actually on a diet. And I had lost mad weight. So you know how you be on a diet for a while and it's about to be like the winter time, fall in the winter time, and you just like slack up. So I started gaining a couple of pounds. And he gonna have the nerve to say, "You gaining weight, what you eating nails?" Like what? How could you say that to somebody? But yeah. Other than that, the job was cool. It was like people getting hired. New people getting hired all the time. And one time, I'm not gonna lie, I did almost get fired because they had the I don't know what you call that thing, the snack thing, like where they got the chocolate covered almonds, the banana chips. What you call that thing? I forgot what you call it. There ain't no snack stand, something like that. But I had got some. I think it was chocolate covered almonds and banana chips, and I had put a lot in a bag, but I tilted off the scale and it weighed less. But I don't know if they had me on candy cam or somebody that rung me up told on me, but they put me to the side, was like, um, the weight of the stuff didn't match what you had in the bag. We like you, you're a good worker. I was like, I ain't know what I was doing. I played it off, but long story short, I kept the job or whatever. They didn't fire me. But it was fun. and you got raises all the time. And I ended up leaving them after 4 years because I got hired at a bank for a higher position with more pay. It was so funny when I left because everybody was crying, so I ended up crying too. And they ended up taking a collection up for me when I left, so that was good. But the bank wasn't paying enough. I had a lot of credit cards at the time. So I ended up going back to ShopRite for a couple of more months. Ended up quitting again because they gave me more hours. But working at the bank was cool too. But they didn't believe in me at first. They used to try to play me. They used to give me a little bit of hours. They said I didn't know what I was doing. But after I got the hang of it, it was good. And they used to call me in for overtime and things like that all the time. And I used to have these coworkers, they were so funny. All we used to do is just listen to the radio and stuff, be in our phones and just throw jokes at each other all day. And joke on the customers that come in the lobby and stuff. It was fun. Then I worked at Panera Bread for like a month. Panera Bread was a stick. They had me cleaning off tables, taking out the trash, and had me on cashier sometimes. The only good thing about working at Panera Bread was you get 65% off. So I was getting 65% off like every time I leave, and the lemonades have big green teas, so good. Everything. The cookies, the beer pours, everything, so good. But I couldn't work for them because the pay was low and they had you doing a lot of stuff for low pay. Now, I also worked at ShopRite. Not ShopRite. Well, I did work at ShopRite. Stop and Shop. Whatever. And they paid low too, Stop and Shop. It was just something to work at, till I go on vacation. And the people there was cool, but the pay was like very low. So, but all in all, a job is a job. Long as you saving and managing your money right, it don't matter where you work. So, I recommend everybody just to try different jobs out. So next, I'm going to be talking about your first car. You're a beginner driver. You really don't need like top of the line BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Acura. You just need like a regular basic car, a small car that's gonna get you from A to B. I'm not saying like, cause people, they be ODing. They be like, I'm gonna save up some money, I'm gonna get me a $1,500 car. No, that was back in the days. That was like 05, 01. You cannot do that nowadays. You'll spend $1,000 or $1,500 on the car. You just gonna drive to the corner and then the shit just gonna break down. It's gonna fall apart. It's just gonna fall apart. No, cause you'll be driving it for a couple of days and then the check engine light will come on. And then you'll hear a clicking noise, the noise will start coming on and stuff like that. And then you park it somewhere and it be leaking, it be smoking and stuff like that. The muffler will fall off.
The windshield wipers don't work.
Yeah, I know somebody that got a lemon one time.
Stop working.
They was in the shop like every 2 weeks.
Wow.
When they bought a lemon before.
By the time they paid for all the repairs and shit, that shit added up to a new damn brand new product.
Yeah, so I recommend like if you get your first car, spend at least $3,500 and up. It should be good. Cause I think my first car was like $5,000, $6,000, with low mileage. It was like an old couple had it before me when I got it from the dealership.
You gotta look for a car that's like an old couple had, because you know they don't go nowhere really. They just go probably to the corner store, shopping food, the food store, and then they come right back home. So that's no miles.
And yeah, you gotta get a car with low miles or whatever. Make sure you go with somebody so they could check the fluid, step on the gas, check the brakes and everything like that. See if everything is okay. But don't spend no more than like $4,000 on the first car, cause you're gonna end up wanting something new like a couple of years later.
Yeah, another 3-4.
When you like more experienced driving, cause when you first get on that road alone, it feels kind of weird. You gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Always let pedestrians go and things like that. You gotta be real careful on the highway, cause people tailgate, drive slow. They drive slow and stuff like that.
Drive fast and be maniacs, and they throw stuff out their window and stuff like that. You don't want your first car messed up, because that's your only means of transportation, especially if when you're working, you're trying to get to school and stuff like that. You don't want to go.
It was a couple of times that I rushed and went to school, and I ran into a wall. So you're gonna like run into stuff. So I don't recommend you getting a real nice car, because I know people that claim they know how to drive so good and they get a brand new nice car, and then months later they wreck it. It be total. And they spent so much money in payments. You don't really need to do payments for your first car. Only if you really have to. And if you got like a good paying job and you know you can make the payments and you got somebody like to co-sign for you and stuff like that. But your first car, you don't need a really exotic or foreign car. You just need something simple so you could get the feel of the car and driving and stuff like that. Because driving is a mess. And I know a lot of people around me, they hate driving. They always want me to drive and stuff like that. They hate driving. But even then, when people get their first car, they'll disappear from you. You hanging out with them, y'all chilling and stuff like that. They always in your car. Y'all going everywhere. And then when they get their car, they be around. They don't hit you up. They be around their set of friends and stuff like that. They just drive right out of your life, period. Point blank. So, my next topic I'm talking about is going to college. I'm going to tell you, college is not for everybody. Everybody wants you to go to college right after high school because that's the thing to do, which is not true. You gotta have a good mindset. You gotta know what you want. I mean, it is good to have under your belt a degree, because when you're applying to jobs nowadays, it's like
even these
a
jobs,
mess.
They want you to have bachelor's degrees and master's degrees.
And then they only pay $12 or $13 an hour.
Yeah, like when did you have to have a bachelor's degree for a data entry job, or a group home job, or a teller, a banking job? That's crazy.
Yeah, they want associates and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're trying to save money for the job, and then they want you to have these degrees that's worth $50,000, and then they don't pay you no money. They trying to trap they're trying to trap the working person, and that's not right.
And then Sally Mae gonna be on your goddamn lot every other month.
Yeah, well, all that damn interest piling up every damn month.
So, I can't say you can't go to a trade school because it's shorter, but you're still gonna have like debt, but not as much as going to a 4-year university and stuff like that. So you got to make sure this is what you want when you go to college.
When you take out the loans.
Because college ain't for everybody, and then when you stuck with the loans, you still got to pay it.
Ain't no turning back when you sign that contract for the loan.
So I'm gonna say my next topic is choosing your friends. I learned you always gotta meet new people or whatever. Everybody, I'm not gonna talk about real or fake because everybody is different, and everybody that you come across ain't gonna be real. So it is what it is. So choosing your friends, you have to choose them wisely, because people could come with a lot of baggage. As soon as they become your friend,
you know what baggage is, right?
They want to see what you could offer for them, see what you got to offer. If you ain't got nothing to offer, they don't want to be your friend. If you got a car, they gonna want to be your friend because you could tote their nasty asses around, lazy asses. Yeah. Gas money, I was so beat about in the beginning, but then I was talking to my mother. She was saying, if they driving in your car, don't really ask for gas because that's petty, whatever. But I felt as though, like, give something. Like, I'm driving around, picking you up and dropping you off. Give something. Don't be like nasty like that. But everybody not raised the same way. So then the bad energy they have. People gonna do he say she say or whatever sometimes because that's your friend. They gonna let you know what's going on and stuff like that. But it's people that always got drama, that's needy, want to borrow money. Don't let nobody borrow money from you. If you don't want that friend, then lend them the money. Because it was a lot of situations where I've been in, and people wanted to borrow money and things like that and never give it back. Get amnesia, like, you was just the same person. Oh, when I get paid in 2 weeks. Oh, when I get my taxes, I'm gonna pay you back. And then when they get their money, they're a whole new person and stuff like that. People like that you don't need around you. So I advise you to pick your friends wisely. People that's laid back, like to do the things you do. Because one thing I do hate too, I'm a like party going person and stuff. I like to party. I like to turn up. I don't need nobody watching me, watching everything I do. If you coming out with me to party, you come out with me to party. We gonna turn up. Don't watch everything I do. Don't be that oddball, the party pooper that don't want to do nothing and just want to watch. Don't dance. Don't nothing. Like, you could have stayed home for that. Nobody don't got time for that. My next topic I'm gonna be talking about is starting a business. Starting a business is not easy. You really have to find your craft and know what you really want to do. Because everybody business don't boom in the first year, the first month. It takes time. It's times where you have a whole bunch of friends. They always want to do everything, go out to eat with you, party with you, talk about everybody and stuff like that. But when it's time to start a business, your friends know where to be found. I mean, like, everything is not going to be nice. Everybody not going to like it after a while, but you have to get the hang of it. But you'll have friends that won't support you for nothing. They'll make up any excuse. Not that you're looking for it, but any of my friends, if they start something and I can help or give them pointers or something to do with it, I'm going to help them or whatever. But
some people just don't have their drive. Everybody talk like you.
They don't want to see you win and stuff like that. And one thing you gotta know when starting a business too, you're gonna lose before you win. And you can't depend on the people that's in your town. It's billions of people all over the world will like what you're doing and look at it as gold, where you got the people in your town that know you and be hating and stuff like that and not going to support you because it's you and going to say, oh, I'm not going to support or whatever because it's you. And my last topic that I'm going to talk about is moving out on your own. You got to be financially situated when you move out on your own. Some people move out and then the next year when their lease is up, they'll be right back with their parents or whatever. You got to be financially situated. You got to have a good job, a steady income. You got to know
a steady income. You got to have multiple sources of income nowadays, especially to afford the rent, because rent go up every. You know, if a landlord decides he want to go up on the rent tomorrow, he's gonna go up on the rent tomorrow. So you just never know. You got to have that extra $50. You know, that's why.
Because you got public service, you got your cell phone bill, you got cable,
your car note, and if you got
your car note,
you know, if you got
car insurance,
yeah, you got to have
food.
Yeah, your extra, your extra bills as well, like your life insurance. Just like in case you just want to go out to eat or something like that, or just go out, just for any matter like that. And you gotta have that extra money for that.
And there's not no rush. Back in the days, I can't say people like, oh, I know a lot of like older people, adults be like, oh, I moved out when I was 17. I moved out when I was 18. I moved out when I was 20. Times changed. Rent back then was like only $500-$600. Now rent is like $1,000.
Yeah, 3-bedroom was $1,500.
1 bedroom be like $900, $1,000. 2 bedroom be like $1,300-$1,400. Then what?
And the apartments don't even be that nice.
The rooms be boxes so small. Right. Like what? No closet.
No closet space whatsoever.
Nothing. They even tell you to go. I know one relative place gonna say, "Oh, you can buy a Shifra." Like what? No closet.
Why the house couldn't come with a closet? But you charging all this rent. That's
so,
why it's always good to save up too. And your goal should always want to be to invest in your own house. Get a starter house, when you get 30 years. It's not an age on when you can buy your own house. It's not an age.
I say my recommendation is to stay with your parents as long as you can, because I know most people look at people around my age or whatever, be like, oh, I gotta move out. I need my own space, which is true. It's good to have your own privacy sometimes, because being around your parents and your little siblings could get annoying sometimes and stuff like that. But I recommend stay with your parents as long as you can and start off at home, because what starts at home spreads abroad. When you paying the bills, like you start paying the bills, pay a cable bill, give money in on rent and stuff like that. So you could be ready for when you get out on your own, and you already know how it is, so it won't be a problem. You won't be calling your parents or your friend, can I borrow $50? Can I pay $100? Borrow $100 so I can pay this or whatever when I get paid, and don't be really having the money to make ends meet. So I recommend you just stay with your parents as long as you can, because times did change, so it's kind of a little bit harder to get your own apartment. And if you like one person, I would recommend like a studio to start off with. That'd be good. Then you work your way up. But even then, if you got good credit, you could get a house, because you paying all this money for rent, and then you could just have your own house.
You can always apply for the FHA loan. Most of the time, like you said, if you have good credit, you will get approved for a FHA loan. FHA loan, they put most of the down payment down on the house for you.
So yeah, that's basically it.
Yep.
That's what I just wanted to share with you guys, whatever. If you have any like ideas for the next video that you guys want me to post, comment down below. And whoever's new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and your boy is out.